most young farmers fail at cash crop farming in their first, second, third, or fourth year and quit, and how you can avoid it so that you don't make those kind of mistakes. Make sure that you stick with me to the end of this video so that you don't end up making the mistakes that so many young farmers make before they even quit. Many people get into cash crop farming, they don't really understand that this is business. You understand? And you need to have the mindset of a business person. You need to have the mindset of an entrepreneur. Business is hard. It's not for anyhow kind of person. Don't just come and think that yes, because Mrs. or Grandma A is doing well in it, I will come and then I'll just do well in it. There are different terrains and there are different times and seasons in this industry called agriculture. So you must already understand so many things before you get started. First reason so many people fail is that they think that big land means big money. And that can be very risky for you if you think that you need to have, or you already have a big land that you're already banking on, and then you feel that this land that I have, I'm going to buy, I'm going to get 10 hectares of land, or you're going to get 10 acres of land before you start, and then you get started in that 10 acres, and before you know it, nothing is going well. Your crops are spoiling, herdsmen are destroying your crops, and then you just don't understand where everything, after all you've invested in it, the laborers are not coming forward, they're always complaining, they are tired, this is happening, I just don't understand what's happening in my farm anymore. So big land can be something that's very risky if you don't really understand. You need to start small. It's not, when we say start small, it doesn't mean that you need to remain small, or you think about having just one small place and things like that. The importance of starting small is so that you make your mistakes, because the truth about business, about agriculture and any other business, you're going to make mistakes when you started. When you were giving birth to, as you walked, you made mistakes. So don't expect that you're going to come in as a first-time entrepreneur or agripreneur and start making millions of money just because you have big land. That is not what it means. You have to learn. After learning the theoretical aspect of it, you're still going to learn the practical. And so there are some experiences that you only learn by experience. No matter how they teach you how to walk, if you don't experience it and fall, you'll never get how to walk. No matter how they teach you how to drive, if you don't learn it and experience it and make your mistakes and they shout at you, you'll never get it. So if you come into agriculture, you're going to make your own mistakes, no doubt about that. So it's very important for you to make your mistakes on a small scale than to make it on a large scale and waste money and resources. So big land does not mean big money, and the bigger the land when you're starting, the bigger the resources when you're starting, the bigger the pains and the pressure can be when you finally make that mistake. So start small. As a new cash crop farmer, or as a farmer that you just want to become, start small. That's very important for you, and I discuss those things very vividly in my agribusiness manual. And I want you to go to the comment section and type, give me this manual, so that I will send you the link for you to get this manual, so that you won't make mistakes, so that the other cash crop farmers are making in their first to fifth year of starting agriculture. You need to get this manual, very important for you. Go to the comment section and type, give me this manual. I'm going to send you this manual that is going to guide you and direct you and give you some key insights that you must understand and know before you get started in your agricultural journey. Now, the second thing that's very important that so many newbie agripreneur or cash crop farmers do not get is finances. You must understand financial planning. When we talk about financial planning, so many people look at it as, this is not important. If you're getting into business, your number one goal should be to make profit, not just I love this thing, and then if you love something, you're not making money from it in business. That's not business. That can be a hobby, or that can be something that you just love doing, or for charity sake. You understand? So if you want to get something out of business, you must understand profit. And when we say what is profit, profit means revenue minus cost. You understand? And that is just the basics. That's just the first rudiments in business. Revenue minus cost will give you profit. So you need to understand finance, you must understand profit, you must understand cash flow, you must understand ROI, you must understand your return on investment, you must understand cost, you must understand the basic cost of goods, you must understand the operating cost, you must understand all these different costs, input cost, and then your output cost, the cost it takes for you to labor, the labor cost, feeding cost, the seed cost, and fertilizer cost, and all those things like that. You must put all those things into picture. And that's not all. You need to put your transportation cost and everything like that. Then understand whether the profit you're going to get, the revenue you're going to get from this business, whether it's going to give you a profit. Revenue is not the same thing as profit. You must know that that's the basic. If you don't know that as a business person, then you're out. That's why so many people lose their business, because they don't have cash to keep running business cycles. And very important for you to know is that if you don't have cash to run, or cash flow to keep running the business, that's your oxygen. And if you don't have oxygen to breathe for a long time, then you can be kicked out of, in fact, that's death already. So, and once about oxygen is that if you don't have it for a period of time, then you can be dead. So the number of time that you don't have cash, the amount of time that you don't have cash, it can lead to drastic things that you don't really want to experience. You understand? I'm talking from experience, and it's very important for you to know that if you don't have this cash, it can be dangerous for you. So it's very important for you to understand cash flow. You understand? You may be in debt. If you borrow money to invest in something, and that business later you give that person at a specific amount of time plus interest, and then everything you're going to do is going to give you a small profit. But the profit you're going to make is still less than the interest you're going to pay. Then you don't need to venture into that business. So you must understand all these things about financials. And very important for you to know. You need to understand financial statements. It's basic. Can teach you different basic things that for you to know. So if you're interested in knowing about some key financial things that you must understand in your cash crop farm, so that you go to the comment section and type "give me this guide." I'm going to send you the agribusiness manual that you can use to be your guide when you're farming this cash crops. Very important for you. Go to the comment section and type "give me this guide," and then we'll send you the guide that's going to guide you and direct you in building your agricultural empire. Farming is something that's very profitable if done right, or if it's not done right, or if you don't understand some very important terms in agriculture or in farming, you're going to end up losing yourself and then even quitting and then running away from anything that has to do with agriculture. The way some of our parents did agriculture, they didn't understand so many things, although some of them made money from it, but they didn't have anything to show for it, which is very important for you to understand in agriculture, so that you don't end up quitting. The next reason why so many new cash crop farmers fail utterly in their agricultural businesses is because they do not understand market cycle. My dear friend, there's time for everything. There's time for planting, there's time for harvesting, there's something called off season, there's something called peak season. You need to understand all these market cycles, all these farming cycles. I mean to say, if you don't understand farming cycles, that could be something that will affect you really big time. You know, buying palm oil when it is very high, imagine what's going to happen, because you just bought high, so nobody's willing to buy anything that is higher than that. Imagine you bought it when it was low, you bought palm oil when it was 20,000 naira, and now it's 40,000 naira. And easily sell and make a profit. So if you are buying palm oil at the wrong time, just because you think that business is about getting things and then just looking for a way to sell it at a high price, you buy palm oil for 49, looking for someone to buy for 50,000, when other people are selling it at 40,000, you end up injuring yourself. So the same thing with farming. You must understand these different cycles that are in farming. Whatever thing you're trying to farm, if you're trying to farm cassava, if you're trying to farm cassava, you must know about the rainy season and the dry season. If you're trying to farm cocoa, you must know when is the rainy season, when is the dry season, whether it is favorable to it, at which season does it produce more effectively. So if you farm it at the wrong time, then the time that is going to the rain or the drought or the seasonal processes around that area is going to affect it and make it not to grow fine. So all your efforts will not end up being in vain. So you must plant it at the right time, when farmers call planting season. When farmers call planting season, that is the right time for you to plant. Don't wait for the harvest season, then you start planting because everybody now is making money from it. Then you think that is a good thing for you to plant, then you rush and go and plant it. You end up running at a loss, and then your farm is going to end up injuring. So it's very important for you to know that there are different farm cycles for different produce. There's different market cycle, there's different farm cycle for cassava, there's different farm cycle for cashew, there's different farm cycle for banga, there's different farm cycle for cocoa and for pepper and for different things like that. Just understand the processes, and if you are willing to, there's some people who now bring about artificial seasons for different crops, but you don't have those technologies. At least you don't have those technologies yet, so you're also just starting. So ensure that you really be patient and start at the right season, so that you can reap at the right season and at the right time. If you are just starting out in agribusiness, you're just starting out in farming or agro-commodities trading, we have a guide that is going to direct you, is going to teach you about things that you need to know. It's going to give you real life experiences and stories, and then change your mindset about farming. Farming doesn't have to be something that's laborious and tiresome and things like that. So you must really get the right guide that's going to show you about the things that are very important for you to know, what, like time to farm, financial processes, how to manage your farm, the people that you need to work with, how to get funding for your farm and things like that, the different farm processes and things like that. Those are things that are in this guide. Just go to the comment section and type "give me this guide," and then we'll send the link for you to download this guide. Very important. Don't forget to leave a like and then subscribe to this channel, because we're dropping more and more agricultural content that's going to help you in your agricultural journey.